Hello everyone, my name is Pat and welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing you guys my May TBR. Now if you guys are not new to my channel, I haven't been doing TBRs for the past few months because I find that I keep just moving, like half of what I'm presenting through my TBR to the next month because, it's been really busy. My usual pace is not the pace that I'm going at. So today I'm starting it again because I find that even though, there's still like one or two books that I'm not able to read, I still pretty much get like most of it. So the same thing is probably going to go for this month because I'm sure it's also going to be very busy. So yeah. So before we start with like the rest of my TBR, I want to talk about the books that I have already finished. Well, I have one book that I already finished this month that I started like last month, and a book that I'm currently reading that I should have finished last month. So the book that I finished is Winner's Kiss by Marie Rutkowski. I really enjoy this, and you can check out more of my thoughts on my weekly reading vlog that I should have uploaded by now. So you can check out my thoughts on there. But this one I really liked. So that's done. So that's my first TBR. And the next one, the one that I'm reading this month that I should have read last month, sorry I can't talk, is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. Oh, by the way, if you guys notice that the camera quality is a little bit different, that's because I'm trying to just simply use my front camera because it's a hassle to film with the back camera of my phone. So the quality is a little bit different. It's a little bit lower. So yeah, just letting you guys know that that's the reason why it might be a little off. So for the month of May, I'm planning on reading 9 books. I only have 8 books here, including the one that I already read and one that I'm currently reading. So let's start with a continuation from the previous month. From my wrap-up and my reading blogs, you can check out them out here. I'll try to link it here. So this one is In an Absent Train by Shannon McGuire. Now this one is the 4th book in the Wayward Children series, and I'm very excited to read this. I know that we're still not going back to Jack and Jill, who I mentioned in the last wrap-up that I really am interested to see how they are and what they're doing now from what happened in the first 2 books. So yeah, here we're following Lundy, a very serious young girl who would rather study and dream than become a respectable housewife and live up to the expectations of the world around her, as well as she should. When she finds the doorway to a world founded on logic and reason, riddles and lies, she thinks she's found her paradise. Alas, everything costs at the Goblin Market, and when her time there is drawing to a close, she makes a kind of bargain that never plays out well. So we're following the character Lundy here. She sounds familiar. I think we got introduced to her in the first book. I have a really bad memory. Still really very much excited to continue with reading the series. So that's my 3rd book. The next one is Anne of Green Gables by Ella Montgomery. This is actually sort of a recommendation from my fellow teacher in my work, and she said this is one of her favorite books and one of her favorite. And she's currently watching the Netflix TV series called Anne with an E. I think that's what it's called, the Netflix one. So she says she really liked this, and this is one classic book. And if you guys didn't know, one of my main goals this year is to read at least 2 classic books this year, and I've finished already one, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, a few months ago. And now, if I finish this, I'll be completing my challenge, my goal for the year. And I still have quite a few classic books that I do want to get into pretty soon. But for the most part, yeah, this is Anne of Green Gables. I'm very excited to read this. I know that it's like a mistaken identity sort of thing. We're following Anne, who's an orphan, and she arrives at Green Gables' house, after longing for a house, for a home that she wants to go. Is that right? Or am I getting it wrong? Yeah, it says here that she first arrives at Green Gables' house on Prince Edward Island. It's everything she ever imagined, but to stay, she'll first have to convince Matthew and Marilla Cuthbert to adopt her, and that means controlling her temper, staying out of trouble, and not getting too carried away with her daydreams. Anne might not always get it quite right, but she does keep things interesting. So it sounds like a very heartwarming sort of coming-of-age story as well, and I'm very excited. I'm ready to get my heart all mushy and warm, and I can't wait to fall in love with Anne. So the next book So the next two books are actually part of a trilogy that I lost-ish, the third book, because I had it on hold and I should have picked it up yesterday, but I failed to. I was looking at the books that I was picking up in the library. I was like, wait, I thought I had 10. And I think I missed, like, I went past the deadline of when I can pick up the books that I borrowed. So that was really sad. But I'm talking about the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. And this is so hyped in BookTube, and this is the series that won the Hugo Award one after the other. So every book in the series has won the Hugo Award, and that's huge. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. And this is fantasy, which is my genre. It's my genre. So I'm very excited to get into it. The first book is the 5th season, the second book is the Obelisk Gate, and the third book is the Stone Sky, which is the one that I failed to borrow, but I am putting it on hold again. Hopefully I'll get to borrow it within the month, or maybe next month. We'll see. But I'm very excited to hear about this because I know that this is about a world where the earth it's like it's constantly changing. Like the world it's like it's like in the midst of ending. The world is ending pretty much. Like there's huge catastrophes everywhere, like natural disasters are just, it's extreme, and the people need to survive in that world. And there are people who are able to control the earth, but they're like suppressed because people think that these abilities can, you know, rather than help them, might actually be used to destroy them, which is honestly not very logical in my opinion. Like if you have people who can control the earth and control these natural disasters that are so destructive, and it pretty much wipes out a lot of people, and you're struggling to live in this earth, wouldn't you like want their help to control it? So I'm very interested to see the politics in this world as well, and to see where the story will go, because that's the only thing that I know about this. Like I don't know any of the characters at all, and I'm only reading this because Reagan is raving about it from Prue's project, and it's fantasy. It sounds very interesting and political, and I think I'm going to like it. The next book that I'm going to read for this month is Sawkill Girls by Claire Legrand. Now I've heard mixed things about this. Like some people love it, some people don't really like it. We're following Sawkill Girls, where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by Ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. And we're following Marian, Zoe, and Val, and they are the Sawkill Girls. Marian is the new girl, awkward, plain, steady, dependable, weighed down by strategy and hungry for love. Zoe the pariah, luckless and lonely, hurting but hiding, aching with grief and dreaming of vanished girls. Maybe she's broken, maybe everyone else. Val the queen bee, beautiful and privileged, ruthless and real, worlds like silk and eyes like knives, a heart made of secrets and a mouth full of lies. So we're going to be following these 3 girls. I hope I like it. Usually with thrillers, I find them lacking or a little bit forced. Like, you know, you have this mystery and this tension building up, and the end is just like, what? Okay. It feels underwhelming for the most part, or either underwhelming, predictable, or not exactly what you expect. Like all of the whole tension thing happening, and it didn't really live up to the whole thing. Kind of went downhill. So that's why I don't really read a lot of thrillers, because they just feel so forced, predictable, or just not as big and thrillery in the end. So I'm very excited to read this. I will try not to get too much high expectations or too low expectations. Yeah, we'll see when I get to this. And the last book that I have here is Confessions by Kanae Minato. I think I definitely butchered that. Kanae Minato? Is that how you say it? I don't know. But yeah, honestly, I don't really know a lot about this. I just know that this is like in the realm of secret confessions. Like if you have, The Secret History, which I really enjoyed. I heard that if you like The Secret History, you will like this too. So I'm excited to get into this. And this is very short. It has 240 pages. So I definitely will be finishing this soon. Let's see. Oh, there's a revenge happening. Maniacal plot for revenge with twists, alternating voices, explores limits of punishment, despair, tragic love, culminating in a harrow confrontation between teacher and student that will place the occupants of an entire school in danger. Ooh, this is one of those thrill books that I have really high expectations and I'm very excited to read, because again, a lot of people love it, and it's compared to The Secret History, which is also a thriller and a murder mystery, and I'm very excited, because the thing about thrillers and murder mysteries and all of that is although I really love them, like if I find a really good one, I am going to love them. Like I'm so here for it. But there are a lot of times too that they just fall flat. Like actually most of the time they fall flat for me. So yeah, that's sad. Anyway, that is it for this May TBR. Hopefully I'll get to read at least, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish. Hopefully I'll get to read at least 5, 4, 6 books out of the 9 that I want to read. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And if you guys have read some of these books, tell me what you guys think. Please try not to spoil. If you guys are also planning on reading some of these books, tell me what you guys are looking forward to seeing from these books and what you heard about these books. And yeah, you can check out some of my other videos right here, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.